Listen, on a lighter note, let me take you in your mind's eye to Port Stewart about 25 years ago. This man headed off for a couple of summers thinking, I'll be grand. He's back maybe to get my clothes washed at Christmas. And he caddied in golf for a few dollars. Mark Donaghy ended up travelling across the Atlantic to the States, ended up in Shinnecock Hills, prestigious golf club there at the end of Long Island, Great Gatsby country. And he's written a book all about this. Mark, good afternoon to you.
How you doing, Mark?
One of those great adventures that starts with a bright idea, it seems to me.
Yes, indeed. It was it's sort of funny how it came about. I mean, as you've said, it was as half of the student population of Northern Ireland did about 25 years ago. We all headed out to the States to earn a few dollars over the summer. And a pal and I decided caddying would be just as good a way to do it as anywhere else.
Yeah. And were you hitting a decent round of golf back then? Were you 2 or 3 handicap, or what were you?
Back then, yeah, I played golf at the Irish University, so I was never a kind of Rory McIlroy standard, but it was decent enough. I was able to hold my head up high.
Were you scratch?
No, I got down to about 4.
Well, that's a pretty handy handicap, isn't it?
So not the way the young fellas hit them these days.
I don't know how they do it. I mean, Rory hits it a blooming mile. So, Mark, at what stage did you think, hold on a second, I could maybe make it more of a bob if I lifted your man's stuff than trying to hit the ball myself?
Well, I think what had happened was, we were looking for something to do over the summer, and the previous summer had been to Seaside Heights and had worked on the fairground and it was a great crack and all that, but I missed the golf, and the pal and I were sitting in a pub one night thinking, it'd be great if we were actually able to get a job caddying over in the States. So we wrote off a few letters to various clubs in the US, and one letter came back from Shinnecock Hills. I mean, this was back in the day before the internet and smartphones and all that sort of thing. So we had to look up on an atlas to see where Shinnecock Hills was. And then we had to go and book tickets, and we had to get ourselves down to Dublin on the bus and fly out, not having the notion where we were going to end up or how we were going to, where we were going to stay that night when we arrived. But it worked out well.
I bet you, but I mean, you talk about Shinnecock and Long Island. That's the upper echelons of American society, right there.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, this is the playground for the rich and famous from New York. This is where all the big time people have their summer homes. So you've got the likes of the Estee Lauders and Mr. Solomon, Mr. Bloomberg, the ex-mayor of New York. This is where they sort of hang out. So Shinnecock Hills is one of the elitist clubs in North America, probably one of the top 5.
So the top end is the Mark. How do you know what I mean? We're playing talking people, and we're playing people here. You must have had to play up to that, American paradigm of the perfect, American paradigm of the perfect caddy. I'm sure they spotted you the minute you opened your mouth, by the way.
Well, I think at the start they had a little bit of a problem in understanding us. I mean, I actually caddied for one guy at a time, and he said, "Mark, your English is really good." And I had to explain to him, no, this is normal language. And the next day when I told the fella, I was caddying for a guy yesterday, and he told me my English was really good, and I said, yes, but it is, Mark. So understanding was one thing, but I think they had a completely different notion in the head of Irish people and what we did.
For an Irish guy, you speak tremendous English. It's remarkable. It's remarkable.
That was it, Mark. That was it.
Here, what about, you haven't gone all Graham McDowell on us, so what happens if some men go one direction there and the others, like yourself, don't bother? What's going on with that, man?
I only did it for a couple of summers. I mean, I went back the second summer and did it, but it was really just a kind of summer job. It was a great way. You were getting fit, you were getting a suntan, you were getting well paid, but I never had any ambitions to take that into kind of a full-time job. So I was always going to go to university and get a degree and go and do other things. But I mean, a lot of the guys up there, they're full-time caddies. And it was funny because this all happened 25 years ago. And then I went back to Shinnecock Hills about a year and a half ago. And the caddy master's still there, and there's still about 5 or 6 of the caddies from 25 years ago. They're still doing this as their primary source of income. This is their job.
Is it good money, by the way? Is it true, by the way, if you're caddying for Rory and he wins the Masters, do you get 10%?
I wish I was not his to tell you. I'm sure his caddy negotiates with Rory. JT will negotiate with Rory what his return would be. But yeah, it is. It's a phenomenal amount of money at the top end of the game.
So could you get 10% even on a decent day at sort of regional golf?
Well, I don't know. Certainly in the professional ranks. I mean, when you're up at Shinnecock Hills, you're caddying for amateurs, so you're getting paid a flat fee plus your tip, and you have to work hard for your tip in terms of how much charm you can come across and how much knowledge you can impart to the golfer.
Yeah. Do you ever get Donald Trump or any of those guys? No.
No, got a few interesting people. I managed to caddy for, I don't know if you remember the tennis player, Joe Jury.
Joe Jury, yeah, the English lass, yeah.
She was great crack. So caddy for her and her manager. The manager wasn't so much crack, but she was a good lass.
Very good. So I believe your mother's read this the way. She's had her eyes open, is that right?
There were one or two things I was a wee bit worried about when my wife read it as well. So imagine back when I was a young free and single, and I didn't have too much to worry about. So it was off the course and on the course. Let's say it was good crack.
Well, good on you, Mark. Just give us just let us know the title of the book and how people can maybe get a hold of it. A lot of golfers out there might be interested.
Well, it's called Caddy Attitudes, Looping for the Rich and Famous in New York. So it's published on Kindle. So it's on Amazon, and you can look it up on the website. There's a Caddy Attitudes website and Facebook.